has been in 6 months. So,
Good evening, Cardinal fans, and welcome to Berryville, America, home of the Bobcats and Lady Bobcats, Berryville, Arkansas. I'm Brian Dean, bringing you the action tonight of the Lady Cardinals in the regional semifinals game against a familiar foe. And I have a familiar guest with us tonight. Once again, Lady Cardinal softball head coach Randy Oz is the coach. Lady Cardinals taking on a very familiar foe in the Pea Ridge Lady Blackhawks.
hey, I'm just happy that you've had me back again. I mean, this is 2 for 2. You know, Oxford calls me this morning at like 7:30.
Right.
And he says, Coach, he says, I'm not going to be able to make it. Is there any chance? Oxford, what are you doing? I mean, what happened, Ox? He and Kurt Sims were here all season long.
Yep.
Those guys are so much fun to listen to when they do a game, do such a great job. And I'm just fortunate to get to come in here and hang out with you for a little while. But this is another matchup, like you said, two very talented teams and from our conference, which is huge. Both of them know they're going on play next week in the state tournament being held at our place here at Farmington. Just excited to see, what we do tonight. Of course, Lady Cardinals, gosh almighty, boy, they came out hot the other night.
Yes,
and a lot of fun to watch. If they have that same energy, it's going to be a lot of fun right here tonight. I know earlier in the season, Pea Ridge came out and played a tight game. We win in overtime on a shot by Trinity Johnson. Double overtime. And Trinity Johnson and buries a shot there late in the ball game for us to win. And then we play them, a few weeks later and beat them by double digits. The way we're playing right now, the way we're playing as a team, is so much fun to watch, and I'm expecting that double digit tonight.
Yep, that's a great call. This is game number 4 between Pea Ridge Lady Blackhawks and your Farmington Lady Cardinals. And if you go by history of those previous 3 games, game number 1 was won by 1 point by the Lady Cardinals. Game number 2 was won by 11 points by the Lady Cardinals. Game number 3 was won by 12 points. So based off of that factor,
should win by 13, huh?
We should win by 23.
No, 23. There you go. Okay.
That's correct. So we should win by 23. We're 2 minutes and 25 seconds away from tip-off, and we anticipate the starting lineup of the Farmington Cardinals being the normal one. McKenna Van Zant, Trinity Johnson, Tori Kersey, Audrey Culpepper, Joelle Tidwell. The Lady Blackhawks, who come into the ball game with a 23-8 overall record, 6-6 in conference play during the regular season, have mixed up their starting lineup just a little bit. We do not know exactly for sure. Actually, we do, as they're up on the board. The home team will be Farmington. Pea Ridge's starting lineup will be Josie Goldberg, Aiden Dayberry, Raven Cawthon, number 21, Riley Ingram, and number 24, Michaela Humphrey. If the scoreboard is right, those should be the numbers and the players that are on the floor for the Lady Blackhawks.
Brian, I'm sorry I kind of got sidetracked there. Coach Hall, who's here at Berryville, nice enough to bring us some water. His brother-in-law actually is calling the game here for Pea Ridge, right next to us. He brought us water, didn't bring his brother-in-law water. How about that? That's going to make for a nice family weekend when they get together here in a couple weeks.
Maybe we should pick up our water bottles and just give them a little toast.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Nothing like having a great brother-in-law. Nothing like family, huh?
Exactly. So the Farmington Lady Cardinals are finishing up their warm-ups. They come into the ball game tonight with a 23-8 overall record, and we're 12-0 in conference season. Regular play, of course, Conference 4, District 4, 1A. Is that right? 4A1.
District 4A1. There you go. Yeah. West.
West champions, tournament champions.
There's a lot of words in there. That's a wordy conference title.
Exactly. Why couldn't you have just made it easy and say 4A1?
Well, you can. I mean, back in the day, it was just 4A West.
Right.
And then we moved up to 5A. We were there for 4 years. Everything's changed. I went to a conference meeting today. Everything has changed. So, yeah.
These starting lineups were not correct. Now we're up on the board for Berryville. Go figure. Josie Goldberg, Aiden Dayberry, Lauren Wright, Alyssa Short, number 23. And I'm missing one. Raven Cawthon.
Allie, no, I'm sorry. It's kind of what you and I had spoke about prior to the game before we went on the air. I mean, you look at their size, they go 5'9", 5'8", 5'8", 5'9", also they jump 5'11", 5'10", and 3 more 5'9" players. This is
on the offensive and defensive side, they've got a couple that can actually step outside, shoot a three that is kind of unsuspected if you just look at their size. Not that, size matters when it comes down to shooting threes, but you would think that, one that's a little bit taller, a little bit bulkier will play down low on the block a little bit more often. But not afraid to step outside and shoot a three.
Well, the one that we didn't have in there is Paige Brown. She's a sophomore guard, 5'5". So that's the one that we didn't introduce there in the pregame. Aiden Dayberry, we know her very well. She's a pitcher for them in softball, does a great job. Blakely Wynn, who's not here tonight, I guess is at the she's at the state track meet, indoor track meet tonight. Who normally starts for them as one of the guard positions.
I'd just like to point out the starting five that I told you that I anticipated is on the court.
Well, maybe you played the lottery tonight.
Maybe so.
There you go.
Joelle Tidwell and Josie Goldberg is set to tip it off, and Farmington wins the tip. It gets corralled up by McKenna Van Zandt, who gives it over to Culpepper. Out to Kersey, back over to Tidwell. Johnson from the in between the wing and the corner shoots a three, no good. Rebound Tidwell. Here's a three by Culpepper. It's no good, and it gets rebounded by Alyssa Short for P. Ridge.
Short rebounded on the second shot we had the first time. Did a great job. Tidwell did a great job of blocking her out.
There's number 2, Josie Goldberg, with a 2-point basket just under the free throw stripe for P. Ridge. Put them on the board early going. 7:22 to go in the first quarter. 2-0 P. Ridge. Here's a three by Johnson from the corner, and it's good. So Trinity Johnson gets Farmington on the board with a 3-point basket early going. It's first quarter.
The other night when we were watching, we hit a lot of stuff there on the low block, and you can see P. Ridge has seen this offense a few times, and one thing about it, they left Trinity Johnson alone. They can't do that there in the quarter.
You're exactly right. Because even if she misses the first couple, we know that she'll get a dial.
I don't think there's a shot she doesn't like. Does a very good job, and she is deadly from beyond the arc.
I would agree. It's got one of the fastest releases in high school basketball.
Kind of reminds me of Jeff Oxford.
I was not as fortunate as you were to see Jeff Oxford play, but I'll go with it. Here's Lauren Wright with the basketball for P. Ridge, guarded by Van Zandt. Gives it up to Dayberry. I'm sorry, that's Coffin. Now Dayberry's got the basketball working against Tidwell. That ball was deflected out of bounds off of Trinity Johnson. The possession's going to remain P. Ridge.
They're running that weave at the top of the key, and twice there we had the opportunity to step out and maybe draw a charge on that. Maybe that's something Coach Johnson talked about in the first time out. That head's down, and they're just weaving it back and forth, not even really looking up. So
right. Nice job defensively by the Lady Cardinals, though, as they were switching that weave. Dayberry guarded by Tidwell. Goes baseline. Shots up, no good. Scrum for the rebound ends up in the hands of Alyssa Short, who puts the basket up and in. That's 2 points, for Alyssa Short. Culpepper from the corner finds a diving Van Zandt. Gives it out to Tori Kersey, puts it high off the glass and in. 5-4.
Little running one-hander from the left side of the block there. I mean, that was a pretty shot.
We've seen that time and time again from Tidwell. I'm sorry, from Kersey. Lauren Wright guarded by Van Zandt. Little isolation play, then gets it inside to Cawthorn, who takes it inside. It's going to be fouled on her way up.
Well, that's kind of a late whistle. We're standing there straight up. There's no arc down there like there is in college. I don't know what the situation is there.
That foul is going to be called against Audrey Culpepper. It's going to be her first, team's first. Cawthorn going to the line for 2 shots. First shot's up. Rattles around the rim and falls in.
Coach Johnson was asking the same question I was right there. I mean, if all of a sudden you drive into us and fall down, they're going to blow the whistle. I like the boys the other night who let us play a little bit.
Right. Second shot's off the back of the rim. Culpepper with a rebound. Hits the ball in the outlet to Van Zandt. Goes inside, stutter steps, kick it out to Kersey. Kersey to Culpepper. Culpepper to Tidwell for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound Kersey. Kersey loses control of it, regathers it, finds Van Zandt for 3, and it's good. 8-5 now, Farmington leads it. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Lauren Wright with the basketball, now guarded by Culpepper. Here's a steal by Kersey. Loose ball going across the backside of the court. Kersey ends up with it. Passes it off to Culpepper, who gives it over to Tidwell. Back out to Van Zandt for three. Shots up, and it's good. Another three-point basket by McKenna Van Zandt takes the score to 11-5. Van Zandt's got 6 now.
I'll tell you right here, that play was set up by Tori Kersey. She comes out here defensively. It gets a deflection, and then it's between her and Lauren Wright who's going to get to the ball. Or Kersey's going to give up her body, slide for it, aggressively go get it, hustle to it. She gets the ball, rolls over the top, gets rid of it, and there's another three.
Yeah.
It's things like that you don't see on the stat sheet. That's the reason we go up 6 that quick.
Right. In the mind and in the verbiage of a coach's mouth, or coming out of a coach's mouth, those are those hustle plays that you like to see. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Farmington leads it 11-5. Now coming out of the timeout in a full court press situation. P. Ridge to inbounds. Get the ball in. Here's a deflection by Tidwell. Gathers it and has it deflected out of bounds off the hands of Josie Goldberg.
They got the ball in Dayberry's hands, and she's trying to break the press individually, and we did a great job collapsing on her.
Tidwell throws it into Van Zandt. Van Zandt crosses the player over, gets the basket up, does not fall, but is going to the line for 2 shots. They're going to call that foul on Josie Goldberg. It's going to be her first personal foul, team's first. Van Zandt at the line with 2 with 4:37 to go up, 11-5. First shot's up, grazes the top of the rim, falls in. Van Zandt with the second shot. Up, high arcing shot, and it falls in, nothing but the bottom of the net. 13-5, 4:37 to go. Redbirds remain in the full court press. Tidwell almost came away with the steal. P. Ridge does break the timeline in time. Gets the ball ahead to Alyssa Short. Kicks it back out to number 12, Lauren Wright for 3. It's short. Rebound, Trinity Johnson. Gives it over to Van Zandt. Van Zandt finds a diving Tidwell. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Kersey. Kersey puts it back up. No good. Rebound, P. Ridge. Wright with the basketball for P. Ridge, guarded by Van Zandt. Gets a ball screen from Short. And here's Tori Kersey active again, once again on the defensive side of the ball. Deflects the pass out of bounds. 3:54 to go. 13-5 Redbirds. Inbounds pass goes to Goldberg. Sets it back up to Wright. Wright dives inside, working against Tidwell. Off balance shots, no good. Rebound, Tidwell. Tidwell scanning the court, gives it up to Johnson for 3 from the wing. No good. Rebound, P. Ridge. Dayberry goes inside. Left-handed runner's no good. Rebound, gets her own rebound, puts the shot back up, and it's good. 13-7 now. Redbirds lead it, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Van Zandt with the basketball. Finds Johnson on the wing, who finds Kersey in the corner. Skip past to Culpepper, back to Van Zandt. Inside to Tidwell, draws the triple team, kicks it out to Trinity Johnson. 3-point shots, no good. And the ball gets deflected out of bounds off of Audrey Culpepper's hands.
We're falling back, and prior to this, they did break our press, but the thing is, you can just kind of see fear in their eyes, and they don't handle the ball well against the pressure. I imagine we'll see a lot more of that in the second half. Probably right before half also.
Lauren Wright with the basketball, gives it up to Coffin. Kicks it back out to Wright. Wright with 3. No good. Rebound, Coffin. Puts the basket up and in. Coach Jay wants a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. As P. Ridge cuts the deficit from 13-7 to 13-9 off the hands of Raven Coffin.
That's 2 trips in a row where we allowed an offensive board, and they put it back up and in. Dayberry prior to, and then of course that right there. You can't be happy with that. Size-wise, this is probably one of the few teams we've seen this year that match up with as well. So,
Coach Jay's talking to his team. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. 13-9. Farmington leads it. Apologize at home if you hear a slight buzz. We are working on the issue. Tidwell inbounds it, sends the inbounds pass to Van Zandt. Van Zandt gets a ball screen from Tidwell, kicks it out to Culpepper for three, off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound by Kersey, puts the basket up and in. 15-9, and here comes that full court press again. They break the P Ridge breaks the press. Here's a shot from Cawthon. It's no good, and it goes out of bounds in favor of P Ridge.
I'll tell you right now.
Excuse me, in favor of Farmington.
That's the situation where maybe the press didn't look like it worked right. They made them push the ball, maybe take a shot they didn't take.
15-9 now, 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Van Zandt to Tidwell. Tidwell to Johnson. Van Zandt gets plummeted onto the floor, gets back up. Johnson goes inside to Culpepper, kicks it back out to Kersey. Kersey goes inside, and she travels.
Not the WNBA yet. She tried to take one extra step there. I think you get the opportunity to watch the NBA, WNBA, and you see that situation right there when you get that extra step.
Right.
Not going to let you have it right here in the regional tournament.
Darn the light. P Ridge breaks Farmington's press. Culpepper comes around with a knock. Ball deflected off of P Ridge. It's going to be in favor of Farmington. Nice defensive play by Culpepper with 1:41 to go in the first quarter. 15-9, Farmington leads it. Van Zandt to Johnson. And Tori Kersey is going to get a foul called on number 10, Raven Cawthon, for P Ridge. That's going to be her first, team foul number 2. Van Zandt inbounds it to a cut, and Tori Kersey puts the basket up and in.
And Kersey got Dayberry on her hip, and she knew exactly what to do. Go to the bucket. She did a great job with it. Layup.
That ball gets deflected out of bounds off of Audrey Culpepper. It's going to remain in possession of P Ridge.
Just token pressure once again. A situation where you're not going to get the ball up, and it's really tough on them just like that right there. They don't handle it well.
Right. This is where I'm going to guess that P Ridge kind of misses Blakely Wynn. Referees confer about the deflected pass and is going to say Farmington wins it. Now P Ridge wants a timeout with 1:17 to go. Farmington's up 17-9. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network. Cardinal fans, 1:17 to go in the first quarter. 17-9, Farmington leads it. Tidwell. Dillard checked into the ball game, replacing Audrey Culpepper. Morgan Bry also checked into the ball game. Van Zandt's pass goes to Tidwell. Tidwell with a turnaround jumper from the free throw stripe is up and in. 19-9, Farmington leads it by 10. 50. has her pass deflected by Dillard, ends up in the hands of Kersey, who gives it up to Van Zant, pulls it back out, sets up the offense. Working against Coffin. Pass goes inside to Tidwell, who swings it out to Bry. Bry skip pass over to Van Zant for 3. Off the rim. Offensive rebound once again to Kersey, and then it goes loses control out of bounds to P. Ridge.
Yeah, Lauren Wright had a lot to do with that. That was a pretty good body check right there. I mean,
yeah.
If we'd had the glasses, I thought we were playing hockey.
Farmington with the full court press. P. Ridge breaks it, gets it into the hands of Short, gives it back up to number 5, Aiden Dayberry. Dayberry now guarded by Tidwell on the defensive switch. Over to Lauren Wright, goes baseline against Van Zant. Shot's no good. Rebound Kersey, pushes ahead to Tidwell. Last second shot at the end of the quarter is no good, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Farmington leads it 19-9 in the regional semifinal.
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures,
We'll be
not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
You've loved Arvest mobile banking, but asked for more features. We heard you and created a whole new app. Introducing Arvest Go. With Arvest Go, you'll be able to personalize your banking experience like never before. Access your accounts by using our fast fingerprint login. Or set up Quick View to look at your balances without even logging in. Choose a profile photo, favorite an account, or send us a secure message right from the app. And just like before, you can always transfer money, pay bills, and deposit checks, all with your phone. Arvest Go. It's everything you've asked for and more. It's mobile banking as unique as you are. Download Arvest Go from your app store and start using Arvest Go today.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services.
We're back, Cardinal fans. Start of the second quarter. Farmington leads it 19-9 over P. Ridge. Game number 4 between these two opponents. Lauren Wright gets the basketball, working against Van Zant. Gives it up to number 42, Haley West. Gives it up to Cawthon. Three-point basket on its way from West. No good. Rebound, Cawthon. Puts the shot back up and in. They called the foul, but I don't know if it's on the floor or basket's good. They said basket's good. Trinity Johnson picks up the foul. It's going to be an 1 situation for P. Ridge. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Morgan Bry. Swings it out to Van Zant to bring it across the timeline. Van Zant to Culpepper, to Dillard. Dillard over to Johnson. Back to Van Zant. Back to Dillard for 3. Off the mark. Back of the rim. Rebound goes to Dayberry. Dayberry takes it inside. Shots contested by Van Zant. No good. Rebound Van Zant. Van Zant has Dillard on the wing. Goes inside. Runner's no good. Rebound West. Wright's got the basketball. Works inside. Shots up and good for P. Ridge. 19-13 off the basket from Sydney Spears. 6:45 to go in the half. Farmington leads it by 6. Here's the three-point basket from Trinity Johnson. No good. Or three-point shot, I should say, from Trinity Johnson. No good. Long rebound goes to Lauren Wright. Puts the basket up. No good. Scrum for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Van Zant for Farmington. Van Zant finds Dillard. Running down the court. Kicks it back out to Van Zant. Skip pass to Johnson. Johnson skip pass back to Van Zant. Van Zant goes inside to Culpepper. Culpepper takes 2 dribbles. Gives it up to Dillard. Back to Van Zant. Van Zant to Culpepper. Over to Johnson. Tries to go short corner to Morgan Bry. Pass is deflected and intercepted.
Not real sharp on that possession. Coach Heath Neal over there for P. Ridge is working exceptionally hard. We're getting ready to put Tidwell and Torrey back in.
Lauren Wright takes the ball to the basket, tries to put up a shot, gets hacked on the way up. They're going to call a foul on number 11, Carson Dillard. It's going to be her first, team's third. And Wright going to the line for 2 shots. Kersey and Tidwell will check in after this shot. The shot's up and good from Lauren Wright to make it a 5-point Farmington lead with 5:50 to go. 19-14 Farmington. Johnson and Bry check out. Second shot's up and good. 4-point lead now for Farmington. 5:50 to go in the half. 19-15. Farmington leads it. Van Zant with the basketball. Finds Culpepper in the corner. Looking to go short corner to Kersey. Kick out to Van Zant. Swing pass over to Culpepper. Over to the short corner to Kersey. Tough running shot. Fall away shot by Kersey. It's up and in.
She was fouled. A lot of body on that also, and she still pushed that ball up and in.
Tori Kersey's got 8 on the night. P. Ridge swinging the basketball. And she walked.
Once again, we get a little pressure out near the top of the key, and especially whenever we're a press defense, they just look very uncomfortable with a lot of pressure on them.
Alyssa Short checks back in for P. Ridge. She's number 23. P. Ridge in what appears to be almost a box-and-1, 3-2 zone type situation as Culpepper puts up a 3. It's off the back of the rim, rebound Short for P. Ridge.
Well, that's where we need Trinity right there. I mean, Culpepper did a good job. Good shot that she took, high percentage from where she was. It's just, they're doubling down on Tori on that short corner. Oh, a little extracurricular.
They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to belong to Farmington. Farmington up by 6, 21-15 with 4:39 to go in the half. Tidwell sends the inbounds pass to Van Zant. Brings it across the timeline, gives it over to Kersey. Kersey back to Van Zant. Van Zant to Dillard. Dillard, short corner to Tidwell. Tidwell to Dillard. Dillard to Van Zant. Over to Culpepper. 3-point shots up, off the back of the rim. And a foul against Joelle Tidwell for over the back.
She had good position. And she was taller than the defender. It just she got a little body as she went up.
Lauren Wright with the basketball for P. Ridge. Draws the double team, gives it up to Dayberry. Dayberry pushes ahead to Short. Kersey active on the defensive end once again, knocks the ball out of bounds. Haley West to send the inbounds pass in for P. Ridge. Throws it back court to Lauren Wright. Sets up the offense with 4:08 to go in the first half. 21-15, Farmington leads it. Wright goes to Short. Short goes inside, loses control of the basketball and travels.
There actually is probably about 500 people in this gym. And Heath Neal can be heard over all of them.
Yes,
and virtually every possession. He's working hard over there on the sideline.
He's active every game. Van Zant with a deep 3, and it's good. McKenna Van Zant puts her 11th point on the basket on the board with that basket to send Farmington up by 9. 3:36 to go. 24-15. Farmington leads it. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Joelle Tidwell. Nope.
Tidwell was in a great position. Carson kind of hacked her from behind. But once again, I mean, they're running right in off this press, right into double teams.
Right.
And, that's a problem for Pete Ridge.
Dillard,
really good for us, just a problem for them. Well, I like it when we're making them uncomfortable.
Absolutely. Dillard checks out, gets replaced by Trinity Johnson. Here's Culpepper trying to swipe away a pass. Culpepper's second now. Here comes Morgan Bry with 3:22 to go in the half. 24-15.
They bring Goldberg back in to replace Haley West.
Inbounds pass goes to Lauren Wright, guarded by Van Zant. Gives it up to Dayberry. Dayberry working across the double team.
Tough
Shots
shot.
up and no good. Rebound Tidwell.
She tried to throw that up in between 3 defenders.
Van Zant
There it
pushes
is.
ahead to Kersey, and the basket's good. Gets hacked on the way up, falls down out of bounds. Basket was good.
You know,
Give her 10th point of the night.
it's like when we called the game against Shiloh. It's like when we called the game Wednesday night. You know, that girl hustles all the time. She's the first one down the floor, and she gets those buckets because of that hustle.
Absolutely. Kersey's left-handed free throws up and good to push the Farmington lead to 12, 27-15, with 3 minutes to go in the half. Wright with the basketball. Goes inside, kicks it back out. 3-point basket on its way, and it's good from Raven Cawthon. That's her 8th point of the night. Takes the lead down to 9, 27-18, and here's a blocking foul. Drawn on short as Van Zant tries to make a 3-point play. Van Zant's going to the line with 2 shots. Up 27-18 with 2:42 to go in the half. Looking for her 12th point of the night, and there it is. Van Zant's second shot's up, and it's in. So Van Zant's got 13, Kersey's got 11, Johnson's got 3, Tidwell's got 2. Morgan Bry's the only other Lady Cardinal on the court. Short with the basketball, working against Kersey. Illegal screen is going to be called against Josie Goldberg. It's going to be her 2nd personal foul. P. Ridge's 10th. As Casey Drain checks into the ball game for Trinity Johnson. 2:19 to go in the half. Coach Jay calls out the play, and here goes the basketball around the horn for the Lady Cardinals. Tidwell for 3 from Drain, off the back of the rim. Goldberg gets the rebound for P. Ridge. Down by 11 with 2 minutes to go. Deep 3 from number 5, Dayberry. It's no good. Rebound, Casey Drain, the smallest player on the court. Drain making her presence felt already. Drain goes to Bry. Bry to Kersey. Kersey goes baseline. Kicks it out to Tidwell. Tidwell to Drain. Drain to Bry. Bry to Kersey. To Tidwell. Tidwell to Drain. Inside to Tidwell again. Handoff goes to Drain. Drain puts the basket up. Almost has the basket, but draws the foul with 1:24 to go. Drain's going to shoot 2.
It was a good 2-man game right there between Drain and Tidwell. You know, offensively, they were doing a good job moving the ball. Pete Ridge, hard time staying up with it, playing defense, taking some energy out of that defense right there. It's tough to sit there and just play man D against that over and over and over.
Especially when the ball's moving as fast and as efficiently as Farmington's been moving it, and then they're cutting and weaving. And Drain's first shot was up and good. Here's her second. It's off the back of the rim. 30-18. Farmington leads it with $1:20 to go in the first half. Wright working against Van Zant, gives it up to Dayberry. Dayberry's off-balance shot was no good. Gets her own rebound and then draws a foul against Kersey on her second shot.
She's just going in there with reckless abandon, just throwing it up, just hoping she gets fouled.
A little kamikaze driving action, flying action. Dayberry with 2 shots coming. First shot's up, glances off the front of the rim, falls in. 30-19, Farmington leads it. Second shot's up, off the back of the rim, rebound Tidwell. Gives it up to Van Zant. 1:05 to go. 30-19, Farmington leads it. Bry with the basketball goes to Tidwell. Tidwell to Drain. Drain to Bry. Inside to Kersey. Makes a move to her right. Puts a tough shot up and in. Tori Kersey now with 13. 32-19, 40 ticks to go in the first half. Wright gives it to Cawthon. guarded by Drain. Gives it up to Dayberry, who's guarded by Tidwell. Goes inside. Great.
Once again, reckless abandon, and she's just hoping she gets a whistle, and sure enough.
She did. Great defensive play by Casey Drain, though. Even though that she got called for a foul, I think it was pretty clean. But that's sitting up here, and once again, we're about 55 feet away from the action. Shot's no good. Rebound attempt by Kersey, glances off both hands and out of bounds.
I think we need to do a leverage drill against her every time she drives. You know, act like you're going to really push against her and just let her go, and she'd probably fall down anyway. That's mean to say, but that's what kind of what it looks like every time she drives.
Right, inbounds pass for P. Ridge goes to short. Cawthon with the basketball now, guarded by Drain. Drain is doing a nice job and draws a 5-second call. Great defensive maneuver there for Casey Drain, not giving up a pass and staying within the distance. All 5'1" Casey Drain, drawing a 5-second call on the defensive side of the court. Van Zant with the basketball, goes to Tidwell, back to Drain. Over to Van Zant, deflected pass, shots up, off the back of the rim and no good, and that's where we're going to be at halftime. 32-19, Farmington leads it. We'll take a quick timeout, be right back. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal Basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
These academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We're really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world so they have expectations and they know what's going to go on so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
Working for you and area businesses, building one dream at a time, helping people and businesses build their futures. Let LRD Construction put your puzzle pieces together for you. Whether it is siding, gutters, or roofing, at LRD Construction, trust is just one of the things we build well. Licensed, bonded, and insured and located right here in Northwest Arkansas, LRD Construction can make your dreams a reality. They can be reached at 479-750-4422 or on their website, ldconstruction.com. LRD Construction is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards! you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
Saturdays give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world so they have expectations and they know what's going to go on, so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-445-9799. Go Cardinals!
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
We're back, Cardinal fans, getting ready for the start of the second half of Farmington and Pea Ridge. Farmington leads it 32-19 over Pea Ridge. And Oz, I'm not exactly sure what happened, because when you started that last story that you were telling me, there was 4:30 left to go on the half, and then all of a sudden,
that's what I told
up.
you. I told you when we first started this thing that I was used to football where you could tell a story in between, the time that we snap the football and then, of course, the next play,
Right.
as soon as we get tackled, there's enough time in there to tell a story. I got carried away with that last one. I apologize. That took all of halftime, it seemed like.
That story really wasn't that long. I think the timekeeper kind of shortchanged both teams.
Well, that's the reason I don't tell stories during the game, because if that was the case, each team would have 3 possessions. You'd have to do a recap.
Pea Ridge is going to have the ball at the start of the second half, gets it into Lauren Wright. 32-19, Farmington leads it. Wright gets a screen from short. Tries to go baseline against the defense of Farmington. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Van Zandt. Van Zandt puts it ahead. Finds Tidwell. Tidwell, 6-footer. It's up and in.
Automatic, that's money. I mean, she squared that up and said, hey, you're not going to come out here and play me? I'll knock it down.
Nice shot by Tidwell. Give her 4 points on the night. And here goes Lauren Wright. Baseline against Van Zandt. Shots no good. Ends up in the hands of Dayberry. Dayberry working against Culpepper. Switch happens. Now Lauren Wright against Culpepper. Looking to go inside the short. And the pass is deflected and intercepted by Culpepper. Pushes it ahead to Van Zandt. Van Zandt skip past to Tidwell. Back outside to Johnson for 3. Off the mark, off the back of the rim, rebound Dayberry. 34-19, 6:58 to go in the third quarter. Goldberg with the basketball, loses control of it, regathers it just beyond the half-court line, turns around and fires it out of bounds. Here's Van Zandt across the timeline with 6:45 to go. 34-19, Farmington leads it by 15. Van Zandt to Culpepper, goes inside to Tidwell, who goes further inside to Kersey. High off the glass, no good. Rebound Kersey. Tips it over to Johnson. Johnson to Tidwell to Culpepper, back to Van Zandt. Inside to Tidwell. No look pass to Culpepper for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Alyssa Short for Pea Ridge. Lauren Wright with the basketball. Gives it up to Short. Dives inside, then kicks it back outside to Coffin. Gives it back up to Dayberry. Working against Tidwell. That pass was nearly intercepted by Van Zandt. Gives it back over to Coffin. Excuse me, to Dayberry. Now to Coffin. Guarded by Tidwell.
This is pretty easy for us to play defense right here.
There's the charge.
And there it is.
Drawn by Trinity Johnson, and the bench mob likes it.
Well, I think Dayberry, I think she knocked the breath out of herself by running into Johnson right there. I mean, you see her holding her ribs as she's
Right.
coming down the floor. But defensively, I mean, we were in a man and we were just standing because they were just standing.
Right.
Not a lot of action, not a lot of movement out of the Pea Ridge offense, which is, plays right into our hands.
Van Zandt to Johnson. Johnson throws it away. Ends up in the hands of Dayberry, working against Van Zandt. Van Zandt blocks her shot, sends it into the second row of the student section. Dillard checks in for Farmington, replacing Johnson. 34-19, 5:17 to go in the third quarter. Farmington leads it. Goldberg to do the inbounds passing for Pea Ridge. Throws an errant pass, gets intercepted. Kersey with the layup.
Well, who else? I mean, she runs out so well, hustles down the floor, beats the defense, and once again, easy 2 for Tori Kersey.
Kersey now has 15 on the night and increases the Farmington lead to 17. 36-19, 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Wright with the basketball. Gives it up to Short with a 3-point shot. Is up and good. Alyssa Short now with 5 for Pea Ridge. 36-22, Farmington leads it. Van Zant with the basketball. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Tidwell goes inside to Kersey. Right-handers up and in.
That looked like a triangle offense right there. That was ran very well from the block to the mid area of the lane, and then right back to the other block. That was a nice play there by our offense.
With that triangle offense, who do you give that? Who do you give that homage to?
Michael Jordan.
I was gonna say, do you give it up to Jerry West or go back to Phil Jackson?
Well, Phil Jackson came up with it, in my opinion, or at least he's the one that implemented it and used it for so long. But once again, you got to have players to do that, kind of like what we have right here tonight.
Van Zant tries for a layup, draws a foul against Aiden Dayberry. It's going to be her second. Van Zant's going to have 2 free throws coming. Van Zant's first shot's up and in. Van Zant's second's up and in and gives her 15 on the night. So Van Zant and Kersey have 15 and 17 respectively. 40-22, Farmington leads it. Here goes Cawthorn, baseline.
Another charge. Oh, you can't call that a play.
Kersey was in position to draw the charge, and the referee says it's a block. Kersey's second personal foul. Team's first.
Do we have a replay? Can we show that on a replay? We had great position. That's 2 or 3 times in a row. Once again, whether it's a weave or whether they're just driving to the low block,
Right.
they put their head down and drive that shoulder into you. Kersey had great position.
Goldberg's shot was no good. Rebounded by Tidwell. Gives it up to Van Zant. Goes coast to coast. Shot's no good. Fight for the rebound between Alyssa Short for P. Ridge and Joelle Tidwell. Referee says, hold up, ladies. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Farmington. Haley West checks in. Back into the ball game for P. Ridge. Van Zant to do the inbounds. Gives it over to Tidwell, to Dillard. Dillard to Culpepper, to Tidwell. Tidwell goes to Kersey. Kersey skip pass over to Culpepper, back to Kersey, to Dillard. Dillard to Tidwell. Back to Culpepper. Looking inside, going to Tidwell. Now feeds her, and Alyssa Short's going to get called for her 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 3 for P. Ridge. Farmington's got possession of the basketball and a 40-22 lead with 3:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Tidwell. Gives it up to Dillard, out to Culpepper, inside to Kersey. Tough shot from Kersey, falling away from the basket. It's no good. Rebound P. Ridge. Cawthon working across.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Works inside, falls out of bounds, and somehow draws a foul against Tori Kersey, who was standing straight up and didn't even move.
Well, once again, out of control with the ball, and you're rewarding a player for being out of control. Is what, I totally disagree with that.
Kersey's going to draw her 3rd. Brings in Morgan Bry. Coach Holt and Coach Johnson didn't like it.
Well, I think about, 400 of the 500 people here didn't like it, including you and I.
As Van Zant steals that one, here's the foul against P. Ridge. It's going to be drawn against Aiden Dayberry, and that's going to be her 3rd. So now on the court for P. Ridge, Dayberry, Goldberg, and Short all have 3. 2:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. 40-22 remains the score for Farmington. Bry from the wing gives it up to Dillard at the top of the key. Dillard with a long 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds off of P. Ridge. Van Zant sends the inbounds pass to Tidwell. Tidwell back inside with a laser bullet bounce pass to Van Zant. Has her shot knocked out of bounds from P. Ridge. Van Zant goes to Tidwell from the free throw line. The shot's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound P. Ridge. Wright with the basketball, working against Van Zant. Gives it up to Dayberry. Dayberry goes inside to Short. Short working against Bry. Nice defensive position by Bry. Causes an air ball, goes out off the hands of Haley West and out of bounds.
You can tell P. Ridge looks a little tired. I mean, we're playing man and not really having to move a lot,
right?
Because their offense is kind of stagnant.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still at 40-22. Farmington leads it. Dillard with the basketball. Swings it over to Morgan Bry. Gives it up to Tidwell. Tidwell gets bumped by Short. Finally, they call the foul, and that's going to be Short's fourth. Team's fifth. Checking into the ball game once again is Josie Goldberg for P. Ridge. Dillard goes to Culpepper. Culpepper to Tidwell. Back to Dillard. Dillard gets a ball screen from Van Zant. Gives it up to Culpepper, who sends it inside to Van Zant. High off the glass and in. McKenna Van Zant now with 17. Gives Farmington a 20-point lead at 42-22. P. Ridge goes inside to Dayberry. Dayberry off the glass and in. Van Zant working against Lindsey Wright. Ball's now in Tidwell's hands. Back to Bry. Bry skip pass to Dillard. Dillard to Bry. Back to Tidwell. Take it. Tidwell goes inside. Kicks it out to Bry. Bry to Dillard. Three-point shot on its way. It's no good from Dillard. Rebound P. Ridge. 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Megan Hernandez and Casey Drain set to check in for Farmington.
Oh, my. Boy, how's that? You know, West is just all over the back of Culpepper.
Yeah.
Culpepper can't get a handle on it because she just got mugged. And
they still give it to P. Ridge. Off the hands of Culpepper. Megan Hernandez and Casey Drain into the ball game, replacing Tidwell and Culpepper. There's an offensive foul called against number 12, Lauren Wright. It's going to be her first. Team seventh. Excuse me, team foul number 6. Drain sends inbounds pass to Van Zant with 34 seconds left to go in the quarter. 42-24, Farmington leads it. Van Zant to Drain at the wing. Gives it up to Dillard. Back to Bry. To Van Zant. Van Zant to Drain. Drain to Dillard for 3. Air ball. No good. Rebound P. Ridge. Dayberry trying to take it coast to coast. That shot was an air ball as well. Offensive rebound P. Ridge. That's going to do it for the third quarter of play, where Farmington leads at 42-24 with 8 minutes to go. Looking to punch a number 1 or their ticket to the regional finals. That'll happen tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, hoping to be victors of that game and claim a 1 seed heading into the state tournament next week in Farmington. We'll take a quick timeout, be right back. Farmington leads at 42-24 at the end of 3. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal Basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network. Have you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality. We're back, Cardinal fans. Start of the fourth quarter of play. P. Ridge has possession of the ball, gives it up to Lauren Wright. Lauren Wright working against Van Zant. Here's Cawthon with the basketball. Gives it up to Dayberry, back to West, and 3 seconds in the lane from P. Ridge is going to get called.
Well, she, Cawthon had camped out there in the lane after she gave it up, and she knew it.
Yep. I think she was camped out longer than when she got the ball. Dillard with the basketball from the wing. Tries to throw it to Hernandez. Pass is intercepted by Goldberg, then gets stolen by Hernandez. Hernandez gives it up to Drain. Drain to Van Zant inside to Bry. Bry's basket or shot attempt gets partially blocked but draws the foul.
I think when you're watching a college game and they're really trying to help the officials out, they said there was a lot of body on that.
Right. Goldberg calls her, it gets called for her fourth. Bry's shot up is up and in. Oh, they took her out.
No, they're actually taking Haley West out.
Sure did. I'm all sorts of confused now. Look up at the scoreboard, and that's what happens.
That's all from that story that was told at halftime that took 12 minutes.
Cawthon to right, three-point attempt on its way, and it's no good. Offensive rebound by P. Ridge, and then stepped out of bounds. So, with the foul on Goldberg, she remains in the game, has 4. Alyssa Short checks into the ball game. She's got 4. And then also Dayberry's got 3 for P. Ridge. Bry working against P. Ridge. Her pass gets deflected out of bounds off of Lauren Wright. Foul-wise for Farmington, the only player in somewhat foul trouble is Carson Dillard, and she's only got 2. Farmington by 19. Inbounds play goes to Bry, who gets fouled by Alyssa Short, and that's going to do it for her 9. Coach Neal from P. Ridge didn't agree with the call. Wants to talk to the referee about calling on both ends of the court, I would suspect. It's pointing to both sides. So back into the ball game for P. Ridge is number...
Sydney Spears, number 20.
Number 20, Sydney Spears. Bry's shots up off the back of the rim, no good. As long as that exchange took, Bry's second shot. It's up and in. Morgan Bry now with 2 points for Farmington as Farmington goes back up by 20. Right with the basketball, working across Bry. Here's a 3-point shot from Cawthon. It's no good. They're going to call that foul against McKenna Van Zant.
Getting a little chippy down there in the paint.
Yeah. Van Zant just simply blocked her girl out. Didn't really hook her or anything like that, but somehow gets a foul called on her. That's Van Zant's first personal foul, team foul number 3. Goldberg goes inside against Hernandez. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Bry. Gives it out to Van Zant. Van Zant weaves through traffic, gives it up to Dillard. Dillard thought about a 3, pulls it down, goes inside for a tough runner. It's up and in. Carson Dillard now with 2 points on the ball game. Cawthon goes inside, shots blocked by Hernandez. Gathered up by Bry, pushes it ahead to Van Zant. Van Zant with 3-on-3 numbers, gives it up to Drain with a tough runner and good. Casey Drain with the 3rd point of the night, and P. Ridge wants to talk about it. With 5:59 to go in the 3rd quarter, Farmington leads it by 24, 48-24 when we come out of the break. Tidwell, Johnson, Kersey, and Culpepper will be back in the ball game for Farmington. You're listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cards Live Sports Network.
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
Is that always give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world, so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on, so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
We're back, Cardinal fans. 5:59 to go in the ball game. Farmington leads it by 24, 48-24 over Pea Ridge.
Well, now you've been talking about the Horseshoe Grill during the break, and it's time to eat, right?
It's a good place to go. Here's a block shot by Kersey off of Samantha Yeager. Kersey gives it up to Johnson. Johnson to drain for three. Off the back of the rim, fight for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Pea Ridge. I would tell you I would go there if I were you. We've been there 2 straight nights that we've been up here, not back-to-back nights.
Coach Neal has put in a few other players that haven't seen the floor tonight. Jordan Allison is now in the ball game, along with Samantha Yeager.
Looks like Coach Johnson's about to do the same thing. As Culpepper sends that one out to Kersey, gives it up to Johnson for a step-back three, and it's good. Trinity Johnson for three. Gives her 6 on the night. The only one on the court right now that hasn't scored from Farmington is Culpepper. I would venture to guess that would change here momentarily. West with the basketball for Pea Ridge, working against Drain. Gives it up to Yeager. Yeager to Spears. That's actually Jordan Allison. As Kersey steals that one, takes it to the basket and in. 53-24, 4:35 to go in the ball game. Goldberg goes inside, working against Culpepper. They're going to draw a foul on Casey Drain, and the basket's good. That's going to be Drain's second. Goldberg at the line for an and one. Shots up off the mark. Rebound Kersey.
One official's looking at the other one. Hey, boys, it never touched that little orange circle up there called the rim. It's off the right side of the glass, and they just kind of look at each other. Oh, hey, we might blow the whistle on this. Huh?
Drain finds Culpepper in the corner. Back to Drain. Over to Tidwell. Back to Culpepper. Culpepper takes it inside, kicks it out to Kersey. Kersey takes it inside. Tough runners up and in by Tori Kersey to give her 21st point of the night. Foul's going to be called against Josie Goldberg, and that's going to do it for Goldberg. Checking into the ball game for Pea Ridge to replace Goldberg is number 24, Michaela Humphrey. Kersey's shot's up and good. Tori Kersey with 22 on the night now. 56-26. Farmington leads it with 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
You know, you called it a 23-point victory, and all of a sudden we're up here at 30. You can see the improvement as the year goes on.
Absolutely.
And it's like you talked about in the break also. You know, Blakely Wynn is a lot of their offense at Pea Ridge, and she's at the indoor state track meet tonight. You know, with her, that maybe there's a few other points, but let me tell you, we've played good offensively for 2 games in a row. We've matched up well defensively, and the amount of steals that we've had tonight has been phenomenal.
Kersey goes inside and is going to get called for a travel. 3-point basket from Pea Ridge was good by Haley West. Madison Earnhardt, Megan Hernandez, Allie Diversary, Mazzy Carlson, and Camilla Garola check into the ball game for Farmington.
They called 30-second timeout.
Coach Jay called the 30-second timeout.
Well, we've got this little break here. You know, next week, well, actually this week's first week of baseball, softball, and starting Monday night, we moved our softball game from Tuesday night to Monday due to the weather. This, impending weather coming in Tuesday. Right. Coach Harper's baseball bunch also plays Monday night. Encourage anybody and everybody to come out. Looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice on Monday and not be so good until maybe late in the week.
Right.
But baseball and softball season is here. I had the opportunity to listen to the Hogs, who got beat by Oklahoma this afternoon, 6-3. But come out and catch a ball game if you can.
Absolutely. Of course, your Lady Cardinals coming off of a state runner-up performance last year. Got much of the same team back from that you had last year, so it should be a repeat performance, hopefully.
Well, there you go. How about that? We're excited. We've got some great players, good kids, and they've worked awful hard during this off season. And batting practice is a lot of fun to watch. I can tell you that. They're a lot stronger this year. The arms are even stronger, and we've got a couple of younger kids that have come up they're definitely helping us out. And each kid that we have returning from last year has done a really good job and worked hard during the off season.
West shot is no good for Pea Ridge, and then they gather the rebound and puts it up and in. Sydney Spears with her basket. Mazzy Carlson with the basketball, gives it up to Garola. Here's a three-point attempt from Earnhardt. It's no good. Goes out, it glances off the rim and out of bounds. Possession goes to Pea Ridge. Checking into the ball game for Pea Ridge. I cannot tell that number.
That's 00, Samantha Huffman.
Samantha Huffman. 2:18 to go in the ball game. Farmington leads at 56-31. Tough runner, no good by number 33, Jordan Allison. Ends up back in the hands of Pea Ridge. Huffman goes inside to Spears. Spears' shot's no good. Rebound Carlson. Carlson gives it up to Diversary. Back to Carlson. To Earnhardt. Earnhardt looking to go inside to Hernandez. Sends a bounce pass in. Back out to Earnhardt. Is deflected and ends up in the hands of Pea Ridge. Yeager with it. Gives it up to number 14, I think. Shot was no good, and then Sydney Spears puts the ball in the hoop. Number 11, Paige Brown, checks in for Pea Ridge. Minute 17 to go in the ball game. Carlson brings the ball across the timeline, up by 23, 56-33. Earnhardt to Garola, inside to Hernandez. Handoff goes to Garola, loses control of it. Ends up in the hands of Pea Ridge. Now in the hands of
scrum.
Yeah. Scrum for the ball ends up in the hands of Madison Earnhardt. To Garola, to Carlson. 3 attempt by Diversaries off the mark. Rebound Pea Ridge. And I believe Earnhardt's going to get called for a foul. Cadence Dean and Dazen Pruitt check into the ball game for Farmington with 25 ticks to go in the ball game. Coach, I hate to say it, 33-56 is a differential of 23.
Game's not over yet. You got 13 seconds.
10 seconds to go in the ball game. Earnhardt deflects that pass, ends up back in the hands of Pea Ridge, and that's going to do it. 56-33, and Farmington's going to advance to the finals of the regional tournament with a 23-point victory over Pea Ridge. They will play the winner of the Ozark Lady Hillbillies and the Harrison Lady Goblins.
You know, Seth, I'm sitting here and I'm reading my phone as we're getting ready to sign off. But,
right.
My daughter graduated last year. Some really good kids that she graduated with, which as we have every year.
Right.
But Seth Swain is in the Denver airport, and he's watching this game. And I've just got a text saying, hey, just a shout out, enjoyed the ball game. Hey, the great thing about these live streams is if you can't make it from Farmington to Berryville,
right.
You can stay at home and watch this. But because of the young people that you have working behind us here tonight, not only that, but, a young man who's at the Air Force Academy hanging out at the Denver airport is watching these Lady Cardinals tonight win here against Pea Ridge in a 23-point victory.
Do you think he was really – no one said, do you think he was really watching the ladies, or do you think he just wanted to listen to us?
I'm going to say he was watching the game. There's no doubt he was watching the game.
There's no doubt about it. What a great night to be a Lady Cardinal as Cardinals are victorious over Pea Ridge 56-33. to advance to the finals of the regional tournament. They'll play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock against the winner of Harrison and Ozark. For Coach Randy Osnes, I'd like to give special thanks to Marcus and Brody for their help tonight. Marcus Clevenger and Brody Hill, appreciate you guys. You guys did a fantastic job. For Coach Randy Osnes, I'm Brian Dean from Berryville Bobcat Arena in Berryville, Arkansas. You've been listening to Farmington Lady Cardinal Basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.